Lisa Brown, and this, of course, is Spokane. I had the privilege of moving here in the early 1980s, have had my professional career here teaching at Eastern Washington University and Gonzaga University, raised my son Lucas here, and have had the distinct honor of serving in the Washington legislature since 1993. If you can see the place you live, you are probably in the 3rd legislative district, which encompasses the lower South Hill, the center of the city, and most of the north side. Spokane is great. The 3rd legislative district is unique. In many ways, it's a paradox. It's the heart of our economy and the beauty of our region. It also has some of the major problems that we face with people being unemployed in this great recession. So today we're going to visit several places in Spokane. Come along with us, see our healthcare facilities, the future of education in Spokane, and the Great Spokane River. Near the center of the 3rd District on the River Point campus. Spokane is the home to over 70,000 students at many quality higher education institutions. The River Point campus is an amazing collaboration between WSU, Eastern, the University of Washington, and our community colleges. Over $165 million has been invested in the 5 buildings on this River Point campus, including the most recent addition of $35 million, which is halfway towards the completion of the building that will house the medical school and WSU's pharmacy. It's all about the lab coats and scrubs. Well, here we are in Peaceful Valley, and this, of course, is the Spokane River. Spokane cares a lot about the environment and our great quality of life. We have parks, we have the mountains, we have an incredible legacy of trees, and nothing is more central to our vision than the river. Of course, the native people were here first, and they knew how important this place was, a sacred place for them, and the city's been built around it. This year in the legislature, we were able to pass a very important piece of legislation, cleaning up the phosphorus in our river and in waterways across the state of Washington. This is just one example of how state government, when it partners with environmental organizations and with people who care about our quality of life, can help actually improve the legacy for our children and generations to come. I'm here with Bart Mihailovich. He's our Spokane River Keeper. And I'm going to ask you, Bart, to tell us a little bit about what's going on with the river and why it's important that we clean it up.
Well, the Spokane River is important for many reasons. I think, number one, is that it's an overall barometer of total ecological health here. We know if we protect and clean up the Spokane River, we're going to have a cleaner shorelines, we're going to have cleaner animals, stronger animal populations, and healthier communities. And so the river, people say it's the lifeline of our city and our community in many different ways, both ecologically, spiritually, culturally. It just provides, and economically, it provides so much for our community. And when we have a clean river, we have a clean and healthy community.
I see a sign over there that says the Spokane red band trout is something that we can protect and enhance. So we have that species of fish right here.
Absolutely. Red band trout is our native trout species. It's a rainbow trout. And like the river is a barometer of overall ecological health for the whole area, the red band trout really is the barometer of health for our river. And we've had dwindling numbers over time, but we're starting to see them come back up. And with a lot of good conservation efforts and a lot of effort put towards protecting that species, we are seeing them return in healthier numbers. And that really is good for many different reasons. Good for recreation, good for the economy, and just good for the health of our river.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, here we are in the center of Spokane at Volunteers of America Crosswalk program. Crosswalk is a place for kids in our community who may not get all the support they need at home. Thank goodness we have Crosswalk here, receiving some street youth funding from the state so they can study, get support, have peer relationships with each other, even bring their children and get started on good parenting skills for their kids. We're so fortunate to have programs like this in Spokane where people care about all our children. Bridget, tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Well, I'm the Director of Youth Services, so I run all the youth programs, but Crosswalk is my love. I started here as a volunteer in 1994. It's the kids that keep me coming in every single day. These kids are phenomenal.
So they get lunch,
They get breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
a place to bring the babies and
And
the
place,
kids,
yes, they do.
and a place to study and keep on an educational path.
We have a school on site through the community colleges, and these kids here are earning GEDs and high school completions, and they're doing phenomenal. Last year we had 22 who graduated, and that's something we've been doing pretty consistently over the last 4 or 5 years, so it's been phenomenally successful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here I'm with Lindsay, Diana, and AJ. Lindsay, tell me a little bit about what Crosswalk means to you.
It's more like a second home, kind of. I've been going here for a long time, and my older sister and her husband went here also, so I've done a lot of changes here and hope to make some more.
Great.
So.
How about you and AJ?
It's really a first home for both of us because me and my family moved around a lot as a kid.
And AJ is obviously very comfortable here, and he's going to get a good start.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank
He likes
you.
it here.
no problem.
He loves the staff.
Well, really, I don't know what our kids would do without us. I mean, this is kind of a last stop for a lot of kids. If they can't get their education, get the support they need, get healthy, get food, whatever, have a safe place to stay, I don't know what they do.
So you're between them and the streets.
We are. And of course, these times are really hard because it's coming at us from all directions.
Right.
It's not just state cuts, it's federal, it's county. Everybody's hurting, mental health, domestic violence, everybody. So, the children's people are so grateful to you because you've saved Crosswalk and all the other children's programs for as long as we can remember.
And we're grateful to you. Most people know that most of our state budget goes to education and higher education, but we have a construction budget that helps create jobs and support great community facilities like the YMCA. Several years ago, the YM and the YW brought me this amazing vision of them working together and renovating the downtown Y and the north Y and creating a facility that is accessible to all in our community. And the legislature was able to make the investment, and our community will see the payoff for years to come. It's interesting for me to think back how nearly 20 years ago my son went to childcare at the YMCA. Now we have a brand new facility, and I just thought I'd ask Evie, what does it mean to you? We were able to work on loosening up some state regulations so that you can have your children here at this childcare center. How does that work for you?
It works out perfectly, Lisa. Thank you so much. To be a mother of 3 small children and to be able to bring them to the Y and have quality childcare for 2 hours makes a huge difference. Not only am I able to enjoy my class, but it gives me a chance to visit with our members and really get to know them on a personal level and have my children close by. And what more could a working mom ask for?
That's great, and it's great for me that you're here because I need that workout 3 to 5 times a week, so thank you. The 3rd District in Spokane has done very well in terms of the state investments that have been made in our community facilities. In addition to the Y, we've had state funding for the Fox Theater, for the Arc of Spokane, and helped to save our Mack Museum. When I came to visit Spokane over 20 years ago, it was to visit friends, and I fell in love with the place. Was so happy that I had the opportunity to work here and raise my family, and that I could show you a few of the highlights of Spokane and the 3rd Legislative District today.